Yes, this is what I have.
And now let's correct very quickly. What is number one?
Number one is D.
One is D. I don't think so.
D is wrong.
Let's try again. Remember, I said how do text to respond to the research discussed in one. So we need the answer of two. Let's read again together. Come on.
The answer is B, right?
Letter B, no. Why, my dear? Let me help you. He said here, governments in democratic countries function better than when more people vote. However, forcing people to vote may have negative consequences. That means text to disagree. So they showed by studies what happens when a country requires its citizens to vote. They found that when people feel forced, they tend to spend less time looking for information about their choices. As a result, votes from these voters may not reflect their actual preferences, so they choose wrong people to lead the country. Letter A, we are not talking about the population size. You didn't mention, so A is wrong. People who are forced to vote are likely to become politically engaged. You didn't mention that. She mentioned here they spend less time, so may not reflect their actual, so this is not supported. But look, requiring people, as he mentioned here, to vote does not necessarily lead to election outcomes. As he said, it will lead to negative consequences, to outcomes that better represent the preferences of the country as a whole. So letter C is correct, as he mentioned it. Do you catch it?
Yes.
That is right. Now let's go to the next. What is your answer?
Number one is B.
But are you sure that you are in the same question?
Yes.
So your
This is the
answer
same
is
question.
letter D.
No, B.
So B, it's a good catch. Correct. Very good answer. How about next? Come on, what next?
The answer is B.
The answer is left. Yeah, second answer.
Yes.
A second answer. No, my dear friend. Let's go to check it again. Remember, this question is specific. What lazy driver text to most likely say about, you see, the interpretation present in the underline. So what did she say about the underlined only, not all the text? Let's read again. Come on.
Is the last answer.
Now you did it, yes. It's letter D. As I mentioned, are not necessarily intended to portray. That is correct. Okay, what next?
This one is the first answer.
The first answer, it is no, my dear friend. So the problem is the question. He said to the claim in text one. Where is the claim in text one? He already make it in the underline. So we need information into about the underlined only. Let's try again.
The answer is D.
So literally it's correct. I said here he painted earlier, but that seems before. You catch it?
Yes.
So it's about the time of painting. Correct. What is next? What's yours?
The answer is D.
Letter D? I don't think so. Let's try again together. He said 1 and 2 agree. So what is the point that the both them agree about it? Let's try.
The answer is C.
Letter C, I don't think so. Why? Because it must be letter D. Letter A. Let's know why. He said cassava did not become significant crop in West Africa until long after it was first introduced. He said here its rise to popularity was slow, means it was not known. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's right. The second one mentioned that cassava's slow adoption into the diet is mainly due to the nature of the crop itself. That means he agreed with the same point, adoption into the diet. So this means people do not know it. So he agrees with him about this point. That is the same. But the other point, it's mentioned in one or two, but not both of them. Both of them did not mention the climate. You see it?
Yes.
Didn't mention about the methods used to cook. So it's not mentioned. So always find something already mentioned in both of them if you found agree. If not, let's try. You did your best. What is next?
The answer is C.
Letter C, I don't think so. Remember?
I did D, but I said C.
So letter D, it's correct. Yeah, both of them agree. Look the same again. That's right. And the word crucial means very important, as you know. Right, good hunt. Next.
The answer is B. B. B is the right answer.
So letter B, it is no. Let's read again. So no B. Remember, he says how takes to regard means how did he respond? About what? The perspective only. So what did he mention about the respect into etc.
The answer is D.
So the answer is letter D, and
Yes.
letter D it's correct. He said that it's not logical. But why not logical? That is the point. Why? Because he said it directly. He said it directly in this way. How? Let's find any evidence to prove. Because he said it directly like that. Bluegrass is not simply Simple here means actually, means in a simple way. I know it's not an extension of folk traditions. So the writer said direct, so he said not logical. He didn't mention about it's unrealistic. Because the reason. See, the purist overlook, and what means overlook? Exaggerate in their looking. It's something not real. Feel it?
Yes.
That is correct. Next.
Next one is A.
Letter A, I don't think so. Let's try again, dear.
The answer is C.
So letter C. Then why not D?
I think she's more right.
Let's check D. Letter D. Let's check it. The author of text one believes that moon formed slowly. Let's find the information. Is that the moon was likely formed after a collision between Earth and a larger planet. He tried to mention that. Named Teja. This collision likely created a huge debris field made up of materials from both Earth and Moon. Based on models of this event, scientists believe what that the moon was formed from this debris over the course of 1,000 years. So it takes time. Look, they found that the formation of the moon was not a slow process. Let us support that in letter A, he said it was slower than the author test too. He said not slow, that means it was faster. That means one say this is slow. Imagine.
Yes.
Yes. Something else, John. The question he said about difference. Difference, it means we need comparison. Comparison like that. Slowly. Look, comparison like that. That means if we don't find the comparison in the answer, it's wrong. That's why all of them has comparison. Look, earlier than here we have similar to, but the problem with the idea. If you found the comparison between ideas not mentioned, so delete it. Always focus on what is the idea in the answer that is not mentioned in any text. So be careful. Now, let's jump. What is your dangerous answer?
C.
Letter C. No, my dear. Let's read again the question. Here, show a difference. The study, yeah. So, what's their opinions about the study? Let's try.
He's wrong.
Yeah, eight. So D is wrong, yes.
No, C. I said C.
But no C, no C, no D. Let's try together. Remember the difference.
B. I mean A is a correct answer.
So A is correct.
Yeah, A.
He said yes about his works was useful. But the problem with the evidence in number two, how author of text two view such approach as limiting. So A said the works are useful, but second one said it's limiting. What is the evidence? Let me help you. He said this view may discount. Discount means ignore. And if you ignore something, it means you didn't cover all the points. So it's called limiting. Here, catch it.
Yes.
Now the next. What's yours?
Which question?
This one. I'll make sure you are in the same page.
The answer is A. Is it right?
So this is a question letter A.
Yeah, the answer is A.
I don't think so. Let's try again. Remember to respond to one, not the opposite.
No, I said A, not D.
So the answer is letter A or letter D.
No, I said A.
But we are so sorry, A is wrong. But we need to prove together letter D. Let's prove it. Always read the
He's right or wrong?
no, A is wrong, but we need to prove D.
Okay.
But we need to find evidence. Author of two respond to underlined portion. So let's read the underlined portion, but from the beginning. Come on, let's revise.
The bees simply appeared to be playing and for no other reason than because they were having fun.
So how does the two respond to this point? Let's find the sentence.
The correct answer is D. By noting that if the bees were truly playing and positive feeling they may have experienced.
And he said here other studies have suggested that bees experience negative emotional states, but as and her team have acknowledged emotions insects, if they do not, if they do indeed exist, are possible. So he said other studies mentioned it's negative. But the studies of these people, look, the study of these people, he said it can be. You feel it? So by noting that if the bees were truly playing, so any positive feeling, as he mentioned here, emotions, they may have experience and were probably quite basic. Basic means rudimentary already. Look, and as he mentioned, their emotions from it. And remember, we have but. It means this is point opposite to this point. Here he said a negative. Here it must be positive. So we need positive ones. That's why. And of course, later see it's out of content at all. Ramid, yeah, you did it. That's brilliant. How about the next?
The answer is D. Last answer.
But we are sorry for you. Let's try again. How would the opposite text one regard the situation presented in the underlined sentence two? That means we need to look in two and one. But the point mentioned in two. But how does he respond? We can read from the beginning, no problem. Let's try.
The right answer is B.
So letter B, excellent. So remember, I said unsurprising. What means unsurprising? Means was expected.
Yes.
And of course, he mentioned that it has significance, and that is right. As he mentioned, whose complex and historical significance are often overlooked. What means overlooked? Overlooked means fail to understand or fail to know it. So if I said these are failed to understand, that means they were already existed. If I said I failed to note the complexity and historical significance, means that there was it already, but I failed to understand. That's why. Okay, my day, you did that. How about next?
Here my answer is A.
Letter A, it's good hunt. Good homework. Let's jump.
Here is B.
Letter B, I don't think so. No, we remember both of them.
The answer should be C.
But if it is C, what is the point in 1 and 2 about C? I didn't mention,
Two historical figures.
but remember, understand the sentence, the answer. Representations are short-lived trend. It's not mentioned, it's a short. Where? Show me if you have. Didn't mention about the presentation is a short time or short-lived or it stopped. But we have evidence for letter D. The works are varied in the subject. How? And this is one he mentioned, although Lewis sculpted other subjects, that is means he mentioned he did subjects. As he mentioned here, he represented figures from history and mythology, such as, and he sculpted other subjects. Here he mentioned already again, look, she is known for her sculptures that represent historical figures, like this one, and supported herself financially by carving the portraits bust or acquaintance for friends who paid her to represent their features. This means she had a lot of subjects more than the historical and the mythology. So here we have variety of subjects. Here we have variety of subjects. This means both of them agree about this point, about variety of the subjects in their figures. So in letter C, we add idea not mentioned in 1 and 2. That's why I'm asking you, how did you know? All right, so this is term not explained in 1 or 2. In letter C, both of them agree about which statement. The death is Lewis' most famous piece. Okay, could be an example of number 1. Yes, correct, but I need both of them. This example of text 1. Is it mentioned here? No. So be careful about both of them. Feel it? Again,
Yes.
let's try and be careful about these words. Overshadowed. So what means overshadowed? Try to guess. Remember, because this is word very important and the most common. Let's see. Overshadow, it has a lot of meanings. Number 1 is to make someone or something less important. So if I shadow you, I mean I put shadow on your personality, I make it dark, I make you not important, not known. Feel it? That means the portrait pastes make the other works not important. He didn't mention that in 1 or 2. So A, deceive, and B not mentioned in text 1 or 2. And the letter C, the same idea, not mentioned. But here, both of them. That's why. Let's try the next.
My answer was A.
And the letter A, it's correct. Good job. That's perfect, and that is the end of the file. I'm going to send you a link, and you have 5 minutes break to go to the kitchen, drink anything. Come on. Go, go, go.